Have a great marathon, guys, and keep the donations coming in.
Alrighty, as Purple Ghost Casper said, my name is Buffalo Prime. I'll be with you guys for the next few hours as your host. We have a couple of great runs coming up. Keysstonelight with 007 Nightfire taking the stage right now. Trauma Center New Blood's coming up right after that, and we do have a donation incentive for that. So make sure to put your donations in and, earn that run. We got a $75 donation from Splat. Just says faster. That's some good advice from Splat. We got a $30 donation from AU Flurry. Says, just glad to see another GDQ going strong. Keep up the awesome work, folks. Just a reminder that coming up later on today is a Sonic Adventure 2 speed run. You can have a donation incentive for either Hero Story or Dark Story. So make sure to get your donations incentives in. Currently, Dark Story is in the lead. We have a $15 donation from Enslev. It says, been watching since 2012, but first time donating. I'm choosing this year because my mother passed away 4 months ago after battling 3 types of cancers for 7 years, and I'm doing this in memory of her. Awesome event, and I'm looking forward to many games to come. Money goes to Announcer's Choice. We have a $60 donation from George Stobart. Thanks, George. Just a reminder, guys, that all you need to do is donate at least $75, and you can be entered to win a PlayStation 4 Pro and Virtual Reality Bundle with 10 games. If you donate at least $30, you'll also be entered for a PlayStation 4 1 terabyte system. Pretty great prizes, if I say so myself. So make sure to get those donations in. We have a $5 donation from Ketogenic. Every thought we think is creating our future. I think I want to save all the animals. We have a $30 donation from Ben Merrick 3D, saying, long-time watcher, first-time donating. I work as an artist in the gaming industry, and it's amazing to see what you manage to achieve for great causes, whilst also being entertaining and educational. Keep up the amazing work. We have a $75 donation from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. We have a $5 donation from El Papel saying, I had to donate during the 007 Nightfire because of the amount of fun my brother and I had. I lost my grandmother to lung cancer about 3 months ago, and I hope to help other people with my donation. Also, save the animals. By the way, greetings from Deutschland. Once again, as a reminder, coming up after this 007 Nightfire run is Trauma Center New Blood. We do have a bid war on what the file name for the Trauma Center run will be. So make sure to get your votes in with your donations and select a file name that we may be able to use. Another donation bid war that we have going on for a future run is for Dark Souls 3 and the character name. So if you want a specific character name for that run, feel free to put in your donations. We have a $30 donation from Berglin saying, greetings from Sweden. I always play the stream in the background when I go to work to get all the amazing commentary. Put this towards the super, hyper, mega, ultra hard genocide boss in Undertale. You are watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2017. All proceeds benefit the Prevent Cancer Foundation. The Prevent Cancer Foundation is one of the nation's leading voluntary health organizations and is the only U.S. nonprofit focused solely on cancer prevention and early detection. Founded in 1985, it has catapulted cancer prevention to prominence and fulfills its mission through research, education, outreach, and advocacy across the country. For more information, please visit www.preventscancer.org. We have a $5 donation from Luna saying, Rip Francis, Bible Thump, so please, go save the animals at least. We have a $30 donation from Backlash. These runs have been nothing short of incredible. Awesome job by all the runners, and certainly looking forward to the rest. Let's break that 600K mark today. We have an $80 donation from Cabs. Thanks, Cabs. Also a $30 donation from Epic Wink. Props to the tech team for uploading all of the VODs, hours or days of awesome entertainment. Also, as a reminder, we do have a donation bid war coming up for La Mulana, the remake. You guys could choose the soundtrack by submitting your donations today. We have a $100 donation from Rannick saying, been watching since AGDQ 2015, and I'm a huge fan. Making sure to get my biannual $100 in now because I don't think I'll be able to during the Metroid race as I usually do. Keep going fast, guys, but slow enough to save the animals. Proud to be a gamer, and greetings from Sweden. We have a $100 donation from Chaos Chan. Greetings from Deutschland. Keep up the amazing work and best luck to all runners. Donation goes to Commentator's Choice. We have a $75 donation from Madman1502 saying 007 Nightfire is my favorite Bond game, and I'm super excited for this run. Putting my money towards the Big the Cat run because the only animal who needs to be saved is Froggy. We have a $30 donation from H2SO4. Says, been working from home all week so I can keep watching. Keep up the good work. All right, guys, give it up for Keysstonelight and 007 Nightfire.
All right. I didn't mean to go into this level, so give me a second. So, hello everyone, my name is Keysstonelight, and today I will be showing you 007 Nightfire. Let me check to see if my control scheme is correct before I start. All right, we're good. Guys on the couch, you can introduce yourselves.
So I'm Kiwi Killer 67. I mostly run DK64, but I know a bit about this game. So
I'm Kirch. Me and Keys are one of the few original ones, along with a couple of the people that used to run this game. He's much better at it than I am, so we're lucky to have him running instead of me.
You're too kind. All right. Time will start when I enter the exchange. So if everybody's ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so for this game, much like GoldenEye, we strafe everywhere. It's by holding up and left or up and right on the control stick. But the added benefit of this game is that the frame rate is stable. So I don't need to look at the ground the whole time. That's an added benefit. The main trick to breaking this game is clipping, which you'll see later in this run. That's basically the way we can do that is by uncrouching and taking out a gadget or your gun at the same time, and that modifies your hitbox enough to get into walls and allows you to push you down through the ground or just go through some walls. So that'll be used in several levels in order to entirely break every level. This level, there's only one clip, so it's a lot of just solid movement. I want to shout out people in the community. So I want to especially give a shout out to Ali NK. I had the world record for a couple months, and then right before this event started, Ali went out of retirement and bopped me off the face of the planet. So I no longer have the world record. I pretend that I do to make myself feel better, but as of this moment, Ollie's about a minute ahead of me. The only reason I had the world record for a while was because we completely decided to change how we time runs. We found out that the amount of load times varies between runs, and it varies between consoles as well. But let me get back to that in a second, because here's the first clip. So as you'll see, I'll crouch, take out a weapon. Oh, I failed it, darn. And there we go. So by uncrouching and taking out that gadget, it allows me to kind of like wedge myself into that bookcase, and it pushes me out of bounds. So back to the timing aspect of this run. We do RTA timing just for like the live runs, but to actually time PBs, what we do is we download the VODs and then remove all the load screens and all the fade outs and cutscenes from the game. So when only the HUD is active is when we time. And we found out that my Wii is atrociously slow at loading. It's about 30 seconds slower than about everybody else's. So that showed that my run, even though it was about 15 seconds slower than Ollie's old world record, was actually about 20 seconds faster. So, I thought I killed that guy, but oh well.
So usually you have to fall into that cable car, but just walking on top of it, you can still stay above the cable car and trigger moving. Nice.
That helicopter can be really tricky. Sometimes it just lags a lot, and you really need to time your shots, and sometimes it just goes right across the screen at full FPS. So if you see it lag a little bit, you have to adjust like on the fly, and Keys did a pretty good job of doing that. It's a lot more deceptive than it really looks.
All right, this level is mostly 3 minutes and 45 seconds of auto-scrolling, so if you got any donations, feel free to read them.
Alrighty, we have a $15 donation from Megan saying, Ian, you're kind of a big deal. Love, your sister.
Aww.
We have a $75 donation from Me Gusta Do Mucho. Thank you.
So in this level coming up, there's mostly you can't really save or lose time. There are only a couple things that can save you like a couple seconds throughout the whole thing. One of them's coming up. If I shoot these explosive barrels too fast, I actually lose time and the snowmobile goes too slow, which is kind of an odd mechanic. But so basically the only thing I'll be able to do to save time throughout this level is just shooting things at the correct time. So that's about it. It kind of stinks that this is the second level in the game, but it allows you to kind of calm yourself down after the first level. Coming up here, I'm going to try to shoot this guy through the cutscene, but it can be kind of tricky.
Up ahead, James.
All right, I got it. Nice.
for whatever reason, there are a lot of instances where you can shoot people through cutscenes. I don't really know why it works that way, but coming up, there's a giant barricade or a door that you have to shoot down with a couple of guards, and you can shoot one of the guards with a rocket as the cutscene plays, and you see him die, but he kind of respawns anyway. And there are a couple of other instances where if you can kind of get your car just flipped over in other random parts of driving sections or other kind of funny little things that happen. But it's really interesting how just the cutscenes kind of play in real time, but they kind of just roll themselves back afterwards.
All right, because nothing really is going on, I want to give a little bit of lore of this level. We think that the fastest time that's possible in game time is 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Nobody's been able to get that yet, but I trust that my boy Infinite Sheldor will one day be able to get this throughout his hours of grinding. We all believe in you, man.
The only man insane enough to actually grind this level.
James, in front of us.
All right, coming up is a really inconsistent and dumb trick, so I'm going to let these two explain it while I attempt it.
All right, so what we're going to be doing is driving the Aston Martin for the first time. And so Keys is going to turn around, just do an immediate 180, and there's a wall with a couple barricades, and he's going to try and wedge himself into the far right barricade. And if he gets it right, he'll be able to get up onto the curve and skip the entire mission.
No.
But sometimes this happens. It's extremely inconsistent. And there was an old strat we had where we would drive about 20 or 30 seconds down the road. Oh.
I might have got, oh, no, I didn't.
We would drive a little down the road to bait a cop car that's hiding behind like a billboard or something.
I almost had it.
But we bring the cop car back, and we have the cop kind of just slam into the back end of the car. Oh.
All right,
Nice.
I got it.
Nice.
That's really inconsistent. And it's about an average time to be able to get that like 4 or 5 tries in.
Yeah, so I got that in, 4 tries, and that's still
Yeah.
actually faster than doing it with the cop car. So that's, I wanted to show this trick off just because it's so cool. You can drive right to the end of the level, even though it's so inconsistent. I'm really happy that I was able to get it that quickly. I've had a couple runs, practice runs earlier this week where it's taken me like literally 2 minutes to get there. So I'm really pleased with that. So now we're gonna take a nice trip down to the end.
Also, if you brake just at the right time, it's about 24 seconds after you get up on the curb. But if you brake and just completely stop all your momentum in the car, you fall right into the loading zone. If you go too fast, you have to kind of turn around and drive it, and it takes a little bit of time. But that was something I don't think he mentions, but it's another strat on top of all the other crazy inconsistencies.
All right, that actually went really well. That was a 105 in-game time, which is
That was
only
good.
a couple seconds off world record at this point. So, all right, this level has no clips in it, but it's really movement intensive, and I'm not very good at it because there are no clips, and I'm good at clips. So, I'll do my best. Oh, come on. There we go. I do baby strats and use this rapid fire weapon so I can spray and pray. Kiwi, if you want to explain the mechanics of like looking at Mayhew to get him to run.
So by looking at the guy who's behind the store, he'll actually move faster as you progress through the level, and you need to get him through the door. And he also won't progress through this room unless everyone is stunned or killed. So
Oh, come on. All right.
you got stuck.
Mayhew's trying out for the Olympics, so you just got to hurdle that guy. All right. That went fairly well. There's better strats where you can look at him the whole time, but they're kind of hard, and it's pretty easy to shoot him. And if you shoot him, you fail missing. So I went safer. All right. So the rest of this level will basically be saving some hostages This strat here is really annoying. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
I got it first try.
Yay.
I never get that first try. So this run's already off to a good start. But basically jumping over that little railing there saves you from running around that entire little pagoda or whatever it's called. So it saves 5-10 seconds. But it's kind of inconsistent for me because I'm not very good.
I've added an item to your inventory. A powerful yet stealthy flashbang grenade disguised as an electric shaver. Simply place it on the ground and place it smoothly when
All right, good. All right. Those hostages can all die fairly easily, so I'm pretty happy that none of them managed to die. All right, and then this ninja fight, we found out very recently that when he's in his backflipping animation, okay, good. When he's in his backflipping animation, he takes less damage, so you actually have to time that headshot right, or else he won't die in one shot. And that's also pretty inconsistent for me. That's one of my more inconsistent levels, but it went fairly smoothly. This one, on this level, Night Shift, there's one frame perfect trick, but I'm not gonna do it because it only saves 10 seconds, and I'd rather not be sitting there for 30 trying to clip. So I'm gonna do what I think is a cooler looking strat called Plant Clip. It's Kirch's favorite clip in the game,
It's
other
great.
than Painting Clip.
Other than painting,
It
clip,
is
of course. There are a couple different ways to get into the end of the elevator, or the end of the loading zone for this mission. You can clip into both the elevators right there, but they're both frame perfects and they're pretty difficult. The plant looks way cooler and is a lot more consistent. You lose a little bit of time, but it's a nice trade-off.
It's all about swag here. If it doesn't look swag, I don't do it.
Bond, don't forget that your glasses can detect hidden laser tripwires.
All right, the only reason I crouched there was to avoid tripping that tripwire.
Be careful not to cross its
If you
range
trip it,
finding beam.
it doesn't guarantee you'll fail the mission, but for me, for some reason, it makes me fail quite often. So I take the 1 second time loss and just crouch under it, because I'm a scared baby. Give me a good combo, come on. All right, is there anything interesting about 8502?
Probably
that I
not.
know of.
All right, rip.
Let me get one more try.
Yeah.
I'm praying for a 007. Are there any drum fuels in this level that I can shoot? It's not a very helpful hint.
The terminal should be on the highest floor. See if you can use
All
the
right, so on this
exterior
little part,
elevator
there's actually a clip you can do where you'll fall into this elevator, but that's also frame perfect and it doesn't save much time. Fairly new runner Matimber found that. He's also the one who found that enemies vanquish strat with the car, so major shout outs to him for being part of this community for 4 months and then breaking it even further. Nah, nothing interesting there either.
computer is in this room.
Also, you can put CDs into the back of monitors now in James Bond's universe.
Be careful, old boy.
What happened down there, James? The street house front is swarming with security agents.
Also, something that we didn't mention, the medals that he keeps getting don't exactly matter for this category specifically. There is a platinum medal category, but it's not really run that much.
Now, Bond, jump.
All right, the next couple levels are very clip intensive, so I'm going to let these guys explain it so I can focus on running.
Well, chain reaction is probably the most broken mission we have. It didn't used to be this way. We used to just go through it normally and it takes 20 minutes. But we found a couple of clips that allow us to skip going through this entire building. Keys can take that picture and clip through this little corner and pretty much go right to where we need to go, this building right at the ends. What we normally do is climb up a couple ladders, go across some grapple hooks, like loops and hoops, but instead we can clip into this section of the wall for whatever reason, and basically skip right into the end building.
Also,
It saves like 15 minutes.
The room also doesn't deload until he's into it, basically being on that staircase.
All right. The method for going into or crouching into the room and taking a little damage to load the actual physical room, but not the textures, I think was mentioned by Canary Bird, who's also an old boy for this game. So shout outs to him. Oh, no, I died. It's the first mistake I've made all run. All right, so what I was trying to do is land on a pretty narrow seam, but I missed it. So, but it's fairly quick to do an intentional death and then get back to the area. I should have grabbed that armor, but whatever. Oh, and then I came in bounds. Why do seams have to be narrow? All right.
But hey, at least you got your armor.
Yeah. All right, then jump around that corner, kind of line myself up.
That jump is really hard. It takes a lot of practice to be able to get that down, even second out of three, or second or third try.
All right, thank God. that jump into this area can be really, really inconsistent, so I'm very happy that I managed to get that. Fun fact on PAL, you don't need to recharge your laser because the rate at which it goes up is tied to the frame rate, and PAL is a slightly slower frame rate. All right, and then the next level is also almost equally broken. It's a vertical level from top down, so we clip through all the floors. Hopefully, I should say.
Security elevators have been temporarily disabled for your protection. Have a nice day.
Oh. I didn't mean to take that much damage, but it should be fine. I'll have to take a little safer route through this next section. I don't know why I'm mashing through these cutscenes. It doesn't do anything.
It's habit.
All right, normally I would run around, but there's like a turret gun there, so it can do a lot of damage. All right. This is the fabled elevator skip. This is the only frame perfect trick that I'm going to go for in this run because it saves 1 minute and 20 seconds, but I'm bad at mashing, so let's see how it goes. Oh, come on. Aw.
So
Nice.
he can nice.
All right, I might have gotten that too late. Oh, no, I got it. Sweet.
Nice.
You can only clip with the glasses on the first time you use that animation. Otherwise, the animation doesn't actually play. So.
There's actually, you can clip through this wall here and skip having to open the shutter. But if you mess that up, you fall to your death, and it takes a long time to actually get to the area that's the death pit. So I don't really go for it because it only saves, 5 or so seconds. Unless you talk to Infinite Shelter about it, then it'll tell you it saves you 20. All right, this level, not a whole lot's going to happen. It's just me driving through and kind of shooting stuff. So if there are any donations, feel free to read them.
Alrighty. We got a $100 donation from Canary Bird saying, "Hey AGDQ, long-time watcher, first-time donator, and a huge shout-out to my buddy Keys running Nightfire, and a shout-out to my other buddy Kirch on the couch. So proud of you guys for running at this amazing event. $49.99 goes to Key's Choice, and $50.01 goes to Kirch. Greetings from Greenland.
All right, I'm doing kill the animals.
We have a $20 donation from Anonymous. Just wanted to shout out Keys. Good luck on the run.
Better keep your distance, James. Those mines look nasty.
We have a $100 donation from Doug229. Baines John, licensed to glitch.
All right, so the only really trick that's in this level is that you can, on all of these laser grids, you actually don't need to use the remote torpedoes, but I choose to because it's more consistent. This one we call Tasspedo because it's not worth it to set it up in RTA. Kurt, I don't think only a couple people have actually accomplished doing Tasspedo, and I think Kirch and Ollie might be the only ones.
See, it really makes no difference to set them up. It probably takes longer to set it up than just use the remote torpedo in the first place.
Yeah.
Looks cool, though.
I'm all about looking cool, especially while I'm streaming video games.
Right, 007. Now get out of there.
Oh, I also should mention that in this level there aren't any checkpoints. So the further I get in, the worse it'll be if I fail. It's probably the worst level really to fail, other than maybe one of the auto-scrolling sections in levels. If I like go through a laser grid or anything, I start back from the beginning, so it can be up to like 4 minutes lost if I screw something up. So it's kind of imperative to be pretty safe on this level, especially in this marathon setting. Also, there are sharks in this level. A lot of people don't tend to notice that, but if you look hard enough, you'll see some sharks. I think hammerheads only, though. All right. It's pretty easy to bonk on that door, so I'm happy I didn't manage to do that. Oops. This is probably the easiest one to set up to use a regular torpedo, but I'm going to continue being a scared baby. And then this armor is definitely for safety, and the last enemy of the level is like this nuclear submarine that can basically wreck you in a couple hits. So
Yeah, if it hits you twice, you pretty much you're dead, even with all the armor, and it sends you all the way back to the start because there are no checkpoints. It's really obnoxious.
should be good. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, this next level, there's a couple minutes of driving in this level, but it's followed by 4.5 minutes of auto-scrolling. So when we get there, it'll be time to get all your donations in red. But first, the driving section, it's actually kind of fun to do, but we always drive in first person because it has the least amount of lag, plus I find it easier to drive. Up on this barrier, if I go far enough on the left side, I'd just go through it instead of slowing down.
Downloading access code. Code downloaded.
That was actually really smooth there. I'm happy about that. And basically one of the main things that can slow you down in this driving section is when we kill these vans or trucks or whatever. They can explode and really get in your way. Oh, that one went out of bounds. Nice. Good game. But it's basically the one thing that really blocks you from going fast, but they didn't block me from going fast this time, which is really good. And if you go fast enough, I can flip the car here.
Access code.
Oh, I didn't get it. Dang. We have found out of bounds in this level, but they aren't useful out of bounds because we have to kill all of those sentinels. So going out of bounds and skipping anything isn't really useful. It's fastest to just go on the road.
This game runs on mission checkpoints, so you can if you can get out of bounds and just go right to the end of the level, sometimes that's not going to be enough. For this level, for instance, you have to get rid of all the turrets before you can actually complete this section of it. And it's like that for pretty much every mission.
We know in Deep Descent that if you can get out of bounds, you can drive right to the end, but the entire level is double walled, so we don't know how to actually get out of bounds. But if anybody in the speedrunning community anywhere wants to figure that out for us, we'd be indebted to you.
Please do. Deep Descent sucks.
So coming up in this, at the very beginning of the auto-scroller, there's a couple things you can do to save a little bit of time. The first one is shooting that bridge as fast as you can. I think I missed. Nice. Oh, never mind. And then throughout this level, there are these guard towers that are going to be here, like this one. On the second one, you can shoot. If you shoot it early, the plane goes slower for some reason. It's kind of like Alpine Escape in that way. So actually, if you wait to lock onto it, you save 10 seconds. And we didn't know that for the longest time. So everybody got a free 10 seconds a couple months ago in their PBs. But now's a great time for donations.
Sure thing. We got a $75 donation from Anonymous. Says, recently finished college and started working full time, so I finally have an extra money to give to this awesome event that I've been enjoying for the past 2 years. Since I'm donating during Nightfire, if the announcer can name 3 Bond henchmen, I'll throw in another $25.
Put you on the spot.
Oh yeah, there's no way I can do that.
Well, Baron Samurai, Odd Job, and Mayday. Those are 3 that come to my mind. So give us your $25. It's for the children.
We have a $50 donation from Matatimbre. Morning Keys, good luck on your run, save the world, and get these James Bond girls. But please don't forget to make a reservation. We have $75 from Loridus Thompson. So many memories of this fantastic game. Me and my friends spend a lot of time playing the multiplayer part of it. Therefore, I just had to donate again. Hope you guys have a nice day and a good run. We have a $10 donation from Wong Wei saying, this is awesome seeing 007 Nightfire. I love this game, and now I want to play it again. I would never have thought about speedrunning it. Thank you to all the runners, and save the animals. We have a $10 donation from Sketchkov saying, I remember playing Nightfire when I was a kid, but I don't remember it being this broken. Keep up the good work, everyone.
While we're waiting around doing nothing, I want to shout out Cowan Hames, the legendary Darklight 93, who's the best player of this game in history. Just read his speedrun wiki bio.
We do have a $20 donation from Tim218. I don't often see games that I've played during AGDQ, but Nightfire is finally a title I know and one of my favorite games of all time. Good luck, Keystone. We also have a $15 donation from Romubar. I'm having so much fun. Nightmare was one of my most loved games when I was a child. Greetings from Spain. Me gusta mucho.
almost done.
We have a $200 donation from Berg. Just says hi.
Hello.
We also have an $8.01 donation from Stone Cold Hard 12 saying, hey, AGDQ, longtime watcher and first-time donator, wanted to give a shout-out to Keys.
Morning. All right, we're finally done with the auto-scroller, so we can actually play the game again. In this little section, the tanks are what I need to kill quickly. These planes that'll come out eventually that don't really make a difference. I just kill them because I'm bored. And the gun makes a kind of a cool noise. Come on, come on, come on. So zooming out as far as I can lets me aim further to the left and I can kill this tank faster.
I've discovered a weakness, James. I'll place some charges at the base of the weapon, but you'll only have a short time to get out before the whole thing blows.
All right. Now we're done with this level finally, and coming up is Countdown, which is probably one of the more difficult and more consequential levels in the game. The first thing I'm going to do here is reset, and that allows a lot of the doors to open faster, and specifically one that's on a timer that either opens in 9 seconds or 18 seconds, and almost all the time it opens in 18, but restarting the level for some reason guarantees that you'll get the fast door. But the first section of this is mostly just running around. So the first thing I'll do is put 4 remote mines down. That's for later, for a quick kill.
A lot of it has been locked out, but I can access the security cameras. Kiko is our only option. She's locked out all other clearances. We'll need to find her and stay close.
All right, if you got any more donations, you can read them real quick.
Alrighty, we got a $20 donation from Grave Commander saying there are no sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. What a boring game. Good luck on the run and keep up the awesome high. Also, kill the animals.
James, it looks like Kiko is nearly at the control center. Hurry up.
We have a $100 donation from Cow95 that also says hi.
All right, here's the fast door that I was talking about. This door would normally take about 18 seconds to open, but because I reset the level, it'll open in only 9.
You'll need to get through that door to Delta Sector. Hurry, James.
We have an intruder. Go!
This gun is supposed to be a one-hit kill, but I swear that guy is impervious to these darts. And here's the quick kill that I set up earlier. On the hardest difficulty, that boss takes 12 grenades to kill with the Ames 20. So having a quick kill for that is very, very nice. And coming up here is a silo skip, which is a pretty tricky clip and jump. So I'll kind of let Kiwi and Kirch explain it while I go for it.
So what he's going to be doing is hop into this kind of empty section. What we normally want to do is go through all these doors and kind of weave our way around this maze of a silo, but instead he can clip into that little ledge, jump onto this invisible kind of floor, and then do almost a blind jump right there. That's really tricky to get. There's not much of a space to actually get onto there because you can bonk onto the wall or just kind of fall down and you have to reset it. But that's one of the more tricky ones. And there's one more coming up in this section called Kiko Skip, which saves like 2 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so basically what happens is that there's a whole nother part of this level where like the space shuttles are taking off, but we found that well, we didn't find it. Fitter Space, the guy who finds almost every trick, found that there's a trigger for that to load, and we can actually avoid it by clipping onto a really narrow seam and walking around it. So I'm gonna try it. It's pretty precise. Oh, I got it first try. Nice. It's gonna be very, very safe here. All right, perfect. That's really good. I'm really happy about that. So normally, instead of going to the right and hitting that button, you would pass the loading trigger on the floor, and you'd have to go straight ahead and activate a whole nother thing where Kiko is being prepared to take off to space, where I'm going right now, to kill Bond. But instead, we can just go around it. Also, if anybody wants to find a way to kill Drake faster, that'd be great. This level, the only thing I can really do to make it go faster is kill these guys really quickly, and then kill Drake at the end very quickly. Otherwise, it's basically an auto-scroller. So, if there's any donations to read, go ahead and read them.
We got that $25 donation from Reld Nock saying, although it wasn't the announcer, I'll allow it. Here's the promised $25 for naming the Bond henchman. Put this towards the runner's choice, and good luck on the rest of the run. We have a $75 donation also from David Tallis saying, I played this game a lot in my childhood, and it's absolutely hilarious to see this game broken so badly. That ninja was a nightmare to kill as a child. Donation to Runner's Choice. We also have a $10 donation from Calf Sneak saying this is one of my absolute favorite childhood games. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
As I said, not a whole lot happening here. Just kind of trying to avoid everything and stay alive. I remember this level being insanely difficult as a kid, but now that I speedrun it, it's the easiest level in the game by far. That's not, you know, auto-scrolling. Oh, come on. Alright, so for this last kill, we found out that Drake's hitbox remains where he is for way after he exits that shuttle. So we can use the overcharge feature of this gun, which just powers it up and releases one big explosion to kill him. And then time will be at mission complete after a cutscene. Alright, he should be dead. Yep. Alright, time will be coming up. And time. Wow, sub 40?
Oh, wow.
Alright, that was a really good run.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Alright, to celebrate, we're going to watch my favorite cutscene. I want to thank everyone for watching, everyone who donated. It was really cool. I'm honored to have this opportunity, so Thanks to everyone, especially Kirch and Kiwi for being on the couch.
Shaken, not stirred. Or is it stirred, not shaken? Definitely stirred.
Expansion pack.
From around the globe are reporting unexpected meteor showers. Well done, 007.
Then I'm sure the world won't mind my taking a few days off. We'll let the autopilot be our designated driver.
Too smooth, he should be called Teflon.
Oh, James.
All right, that's Nightfire. Thanks, everyone.
All right, thanks, Keysstonelight, with that 007 Nightfire run. Coming up next is Trauma Center New Blood by a co-op run by Iris Joker and Slurpee Ninja. We do have a donation bid war for that, where you